Mount Thomas 208 to VKC. We're on Martins Road. We're about to pull over the two suspects for the shoppy.
Receive Mount Thomas 208.
Pull over! Now!
Very funny.
So, are you aware that we were requesting you to pull over?
Fair dinkum. I didn't realise that. Did you, Sledge?
Oh, I didn't have a clue.
Were you guys at the Star Roadhouse earlier today?
Could be.
We've had a report of some shop stealing and the description matches you guys.
Couple of guys wandering around that look like us, eh?
Yeah. Must be handsome blokes.
Must ask you to come down the station with us to answer a few questions.
What do you reckon? See you.
I'm afraid I must insist.
Is that so? Well, we can't have that now, can we? Big, strong policeman like you being afraid. Well, which way to the cop shop then, eh?
I've spoken to the Roadhouse manager. He's now found the $20 note that formed by one of the displays in front of the counter.
Well, I hate to say I told you so. I guess we could go there, eh?
Yeah, you're fine to go. Thanks for your trouble. Let's get you to sign the attendance register before you go. Through here. Mate, you can't go in there.
Well, Tom Croydon. The world doesn't get much smaller.
Do I know you?
A lot of people have gone out of their way to forget me over the years. Still in uniform, I see. Well, different coloured uniform, but still.
Dave Bowles.
I used to be, many years ago.
Unbelievable. I thought you'd be the managing director of some big city accountancy firm by now.
Yeah, that was in a previous life, mate.
Wow, Vietnam changed everybody. And what brings you to this neck of the woods?
I'm looking for someone. Oh, mate. Well, maybe you might know him. Ross Elliott? Roscoe? He'd be in his 30s now, I guess. A few tats on the arm.
Doesn't ring any bells.
Well, a mate of mine said he spotted him here a few days back. I thought I'd catch up.
Maybe he was just passing through as well.
Maybe.
Paul. Time's wasting.
Friendly kind of guy.
Yeah, not according to the leak report. He's got more form than Farlap.
Kevin Stevens with possession, assault, theft.
David Bowles has got a few assaults on his record from about 20 years ago, but nothing since.
Older and wiser, huh? Oh, could you sign the register, please, sir?
So, do you ever see any of the old one?
Oh, around a Motra a few years back.
Yeah? What's he doing these days?
Smack. Well, he was. Topped himself about 5 years ago.
You're the last person I would have expected to spend the rest of their lives on the back of a motorbike.
Oh, yeah? Why's that?
Well, you were always so straight. We had to drag you kicking and screaming into the 70s.
Yeah, but once there, I never looked back.
Some easy rider's got a lot to answer for, eh?
Yeah, well, after the war, I'd never much to come back to. Oh, I kicked around a bit. Was pretty bent most of the time. When I got into bikes, I knew I found my place.
I've never much cared for them myself. Mind you, I have to admit they're pretty good-looking machines.
Well, they're not for the looks. They get into your blood.
So do vampires.
Here. Let the vampire bite you.
No thanks.
And you reckon I was straight? Well, at least I got better.
Tom Croydon, born to be wild.
I'm just taking the kids for a burger and I'm dropping them back at Rachel's. We can catch up after that if you want.
No thanks, Cole. I'm not sure I'm going to be at that stage. See you guys.
See ya.
Okay, have a quiet weekend, eh?
Yeah, just soaking up the town drunks, that sort of
We'll
thing.
send someone downstairs.
Have a good drive.
Retrovision store in High Street, smash grab.
I'll get the boss. Boss?
So, homicide turn up anything?
No, not even returning my call, sir. Pat reckons he's onto something, though.
Yeah, what's he got?
Tell you if it checks out.
Don't worry, I'm not going to be telling Tom.
Well, he's already given me the leave it a homicide lecture. You know, young Thomas plays it by the book, straight as a die.
Hey, that wasn't,
It could be.
If you don't slow down, I'm going to have to book you.
You was?
You can't have gone far.
Well, should we lock up the place and leave a note, or...?
I reckon we should just give him another 5 minutes and see if he turns up then.
What's the matter, Barry? Never seen a Harley Davidson before?
Oh, we got a call out to a smash grab.
Where?
High Street Retribution store.
Right, better get going.
Well, we didn't know where you were, boss. We didn't want to leave the station.
Back now, so you can get going. Did you get a leak report on those two?
Yeah, on the desk there.
Yes?
Oh, nothing wrong.
Yeah, it was one like this. It's a good little unit.
Right, nothing else missing.
It doesn't seem to be.
So what time did you actually notice the theft?
Oh, about half an hour ago. It could have happened any time during the night. Some bugger's ripped off one of the handy cams. Might have been kids.
Who's that?
Peter Ross. He does repairs.
Instinct. He hesitated when he saw us.
Yeah, why would he put a brick through the window when he can just reach for one out of stock?
Who's this?
A guy that works at the electrical store, repairman.
Peter Ross.
You know him?
Well, I've met him. He's got my video in to be fixed. Seems harmless enough.
Well, that's what I thought.
He works there and Eddie took absolutely no interest in the break-in. I mean, it's not like it happens every day. Anyone would have a sticky beak.
Did you question him?
Mr. Ross,
What?
we'd just like a word with you, sir, about the burglary.
I don't know anything about it.
Didn't seem particularly surprised by it.
Look, I told Laurie to get security grills.
Right.
Look, we've got a stack of work to do.
Can you tell us where you were last night?
Yeah, at home.
Anyone confirm that?
My wife.
You were home the whole time, were you?
Now, get off my back, will you?
Look, mate, we're just trying to ascertain exactly where you were last night.
Oh. What'd you do that for, mate? What's going on?
That's what I want to know.
Look, I wouldn't rip off Laurie. I don't know anything about the burglary.
So why did you take a swing at one of my members when they tried to question you about it? How long have you been in Mount Thomas now, Peter? 3 years?
Yeah, about that.
And you've never been in any trouble. So why, all of a sudden, assault a policeman for no reason?
Look, I did what I did, okay? Now, you do whatever it is you have to do.
Oh, we will, don't worry.
Look, do us a favour, will you? And phone my wife and tell her I'm in jail.
You're not in jail. You'll be released on bail when you're under the taking.
No, I don't want bail. I'll skip.
Those two bikers that rode past the shop, this doesn't have anything to do with them, does it?
No, look. I'm sorry I hit you, okay? I mean, I didn't mean it. I just lashed out. I wasn't thinking.
You panicked.
I lost my temper.
All right, Constable Lawson, charge him.
Well, his driver's licence was issued 5 years ago in Bendigo, but there's no details of him before that.
He could have changed his name. Maybe fingerprints will turn something up.
He hit you as soon as he saw those bikers, right? Dave said they were looking for someone. Maybe they found him. I need to have a word with you, Dave.
Dave died a long time ago, mate. Name's Bull. Just Bull.
This bloke you're looking for, friend of yours?
Used to be.
Having any luck finding him?
Yeah. Didn't get a chance to say hello, though. Your blokes hauled him up to the lockup.
Well, they tend to do that when they get thumped for no reason. Your friend doesn't seem too keen to catch up with you.
Oh, not surprising.
Is he a biker?
He used to be.
Look, if this is some sort of war between rival gangs...
It's got nothing to do with gangs. It's more than that. When you asked me before, I said I didn't have any kids. But I had a daughter, Janice. Great kid. Roscoe started going out with her. I didn't see any harm in it, but when she dumped him, he started stalking her. Then he got in one night. When she put up a fight, he came to scull him.
And the pigs let him walk.
Well, they must have had a pretty good reason for not charging him.
They reckon he had a cast-iron alibi. Thing is, I know the guys that gave him the alibi, and I know they all lied.
Well, did you tell this to the police at the time?
Yeah, of course I did. They reckon I was leaning on the witnesses.
Were you?
Look, I was asking questions, that's all. The coppers didn't want to know about it.
Yeah, well, they would have needed more than your suspicions to charge him.
He was as guilty as hell, Tom. He told lie after lie about where he was that night. If he was innocent, why'd he do a runner?
Well, he probably knew that you'd try and even the score.
Well, when he disappeared, I knew I was right.
You've been after him ever since?
7 years. Almost exactly. He killed Janice 1 week after her 18th birthday. She would have been 25 next month.
I can imagine how you must feel, but you can't just run around dispensing your own justice.
Hey, that's your style. Whitewash it. Pretend it never happened. Someone starts something, we finish it.
Get a couple more in, Sledge.
You know, they're probably moving him out of the pigsty while we're sitting here talking to this one.
Get a couple more in.
Does he do any other tricks? Roll over, play dead?
No, he's all right. He gets a bit over-enthusiastic sometimes. He's not too fond of you boys in blue.
Yeah, I noticed. So where do we go from here?
Well, the way I see it, you should charge Roscoe and let him go.
I won't have a vendetta in Mount Thomas.
What's it like protecting a killer? Is that what you signed up to do?
I do my job.
I hear he's calling himself Peter Ross these days. Well, shouldn't be too hard to find out where he lives. Little town like this.
Don't try anything.
I tell you what, for old time's sake, I'll give you my word. Nothing will happen to Roscoe on your turf.
I never killed Janice.
Why is Bull so convinced that you did?
Oh, you tell me.
Look, I can't help you if you don't tell me the full story.
Oh, yeah, sure, you're going to help me.
He already knows you're using the name Peter Ross. It's only a matter of time before he finds out where you live.
Yeah, look, I've got to get Kate and Amy out of this place.
Where are you going to run to?
Oh, Kate's got a sister in Dubbo. We can hide out there.
He found you once, he'll find you again. You can't hide out for the rest of your life.
Yeah, well, if I stay in Mount Thomas, the rest of my life will be about 5 minutes.
Then tell me your side of the story and we'll see what we can do about prolonging it.
Look, you don't know what Bull's like. If I stay in Mount Thomas, he'll find me. Bet on it.
Any particular reason you blokes are hanging around here?
Just enjoying the scenery, Sarge.
You can tell Bull that Roscoe won't be getting bail. I've got a funny feeling he might try and do a runner.
Roscoe? Don't think I know anyone called Roscoe.
You all right?
Yeah.
Where's your car?
Over there.
All right, I want you to pick up your wife and daughter and just keep going. As soon as you get to Dubbo, report to the local police station.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
How'd they know this was your car?
Nothing safe these days, is it? Can't even leave your car in a car park without vandals getting at
Lawson,
it.
get him back to the car.
Sledge, they still letting you hang around, eh? You got your colours yet?
Just get back to the car. We'll deal with this.
We'll give you a lift, mate. Been a while since you've been on the back of a Harley, eh?
What, can't handle it yourself? How about it, eh? You and me, we settle it now.
Nah, mate. I reckon we'll give you the same chance that you gave Janice.
Just don't start anything, Stevens.
Time to face the music, Rosa.
Out of the way.
You're the one in the way, pig. You're gonna get real hurt unless you hand him over.
Back off, guys!
It's good to see you again, Roscoe.
Sledge!
What?
Leave him alone.
Yeah, right.
Sledge!
Oh! Get him off me!
Tom's off limits, remember? He's got his job to do, same as we have. I've been waiting a long time to catch up with you.
I didn't do it. Maybe you know I didn't do it. Maybe you got your own reasons for chasing me all these years. Like trying to shut me up.
I can understand it's distressing, yes.
You've got to do something. Kate's on her own there.
They'll be all right. We'll bring them in here.
What good's that going to do? You've got to get them
You'll
away.
be perfectly safe. We'll put you up in the police residence.
Boss, we've had a few nuisance calls. Guys doing wheelies in the street. Looks like they're playing games with us.
All right, we'll deal with that when we can. Lawson's waiting for you in the car. I want you to pick up Ross's wife and daughter and bring them straight back here.
Right.
You go and sit down over there, right, and keep an eye on them. What did you mean when you said that Bull might want to shut you up?
What?
Well, that's what you said.
Yeah, private joke.
Yes, it's Senior Sergeant Croydon at Mount Thomas here. I need to speak to Inspector Falcon Price. I'm well aware that it's Saturday. I need to talk to him urgently.
Where's Kate Naomi?
Sorry, mate, they weren't at home.
Bull's got him.
Now, let's not jump to conclusions.
We have to go and get him back.
Were there any signs of forced entry?
No, and we did check the back.
Look, Kate said he was going to be home all day today.
Sure, they'll be all right. Get a description. I want you two out looking for them. I'll go and talk to Bull.
Come on, answer.
Come on through.
Is you all right?
Half a dozen bikers just turned up at the house looking for you.
They didn't hurt you, did they?
No, I told them to clear off.
What, and they just left?
Yeah, just rode off. I rang you at the shop and Laurie said you were here.
It's okay. We'll be all right.
I knew this was going to happen one day. Can't you do something?
Did the bikers actually threaten you?
Not directly, no. They just wanted to know where Peter was.
Then I'm afraid so far they've done nothing. I can charge them.
You just got to wait until they attack
We're
Peter
doing
before you do
everything
anything.
we can to protect you, your husband and your child.
Yeah, right.
I want you to be as diplomatic as possible with the bikers. Don't do anything that's going to inflame the situation.
Okay, boss.
I've got to go out for a while, so I want you to stay here and keep an eye on them. And while I'm out, get onto homicide and get them to fax us through whatever information they've got on Janice Bowles' murder.
Right.
Boss, if things do get out of hand, do we call St David's for backup?
I phoned the inspector while you were out. Until such time as the gang poses a direct threat to the community, he won't authorise assistance. They giving you any trouble?
No, they're all on their best behaviour, and I can't complain about sales except they've scared off all the regulars.
Good afternoon, Senior Sergeant. Lovely day, eh?
Oh, yeah.
How are you, Tom?
I hope you don't expect me to say thank you
For what?
for keeping your pet monkey here on a leash back there in the car park.
It's one of our club rules. All Vietnam vets are untouchable. I reckon they've been through enough grief for one lifetime.
Very commendable.
Anyway, look to me like you're handling okay yourself.
Look, Bull, I just don't want any trouble.
Yeah, I bet you don't.
Do I have your word?
Well, does my word mean anything to you?
Yes.
Interesting. Not many coppers would admit to that.
Look, I'd like you all to leave town now.
Well, I'd like to help you out, mate. See, the boys are up here for a breath of country air. And unless you've got some reason for running us out of town, well, hands are tied.
This isn't going to work, you know.
Yeah, you're probably right. Still, we'll hang around a bit. We'll get out of town tomorrow, I reckon. And you got my word on that.
Just sign there, please. And there. And, yeah, lucky last. So, apart from 10-year-old offensive behaviour, 5-year-old traffic offence and riding without a helmet on last week, is there anything else you guys would like to confess to?
No, that's about it. It makes me feel so much better knowing I got it all off my chest.
Me too. Much better.
We'll let you know if we think of anything else.
Oh, thank you very much. Do they have any idea how much paperwork's involved in this lot?
Yeah, every idea. Surely we can get some backup from St David's now.
To help with the paperwork?
For when they start something.
Oh, Bull's not stupid. He's not going to let his guys get out of line because he knows the boss can call in for reinforcements.
I want to speak to Tom.
Senior Sergeant?
Your offsiders look pretty whack, Tom.
That's hardly surprising, since your offsiders have been running them ragged all afternoon.
Doesn't have to be like this, you know.
Is that some sort of ultimatum?
Well, I'm just saying, all your problems could be over.
I'm not just going to hand Roscoe over to you, you know that.
And I'm not waiting another 7 years to get some justice.
You mean revenge, don't you?
Look, whatever Roscoe said to you, mate, he's lying. He lied to the coppers and he lied to us. He's as guilty as hell and he's going to pay for what he did.
Dave, what did Roscoe mean when he said you might want to keep him quiet?
What's that maggot been saying to you?
He hasn't said a word. He's still sticking to your stupid code of not talking to the police. I've been reading the file.
It's all crap.
The file says that you and Janice used to fight.
You're a father. Did you ever fight with your daughter? We used to fight all the time, so what?
Well, we have one witness who says you had a huge argument with her the night before she was murdered.
I loved her, Tom. I'd have never have hurt her.
All right, you two can head off home. You finish that some other time.
Oh, we thought we'd stay here, boss.
I'm going to be staying here overnight. I want you to get a decent sleep. I need you bright-eyed and bushy-tailed in the morning. I doubt if I will be.
Well, are you sure, boss?
Yes, I am. Now, come on, get moving, both of them.
All right. Good night.
Everything all right? Did you find any food in the kitchen?
Yeah, I fed Amy. Neither of us feel like eating.
All the other coppers gone home.
Yeah, well, they've been on duty since early this morning.
I'm going to put Amy to bed.
Night, Amy. See you in the morning. You've got to give me something to defend myself with.
What would you like, a shotgun? I don't think so.
Yeah, well, what if they come busting in here in the middle of the night?
It's not going to happen. I'm going to be in the station all night. They've got to go through there to get here.
Oh, well, that makes me feel a whole lot safer.
I've been reading the murder report. Why were you stalking Janice?
Am I under investigation again?
I just want to know what I'm dealing with.
It was a long time ago.
You said Bull had some reason for keeping you quiet. What?
Look, I don't want to go over it all again. I just want to get away.
Do you know something about the murder you didn't tell the police at the time? I can't help you if you keep stonewalling.
Bull had a temper. He'd fly off the handle if you didn't do what he said.
Oh, and you didn't always follow orders.
No. I did. Sometimes it was more like being in the army than a bunch of bikers. I was like a son to him. That's why I didn't bother him when Janice and I started seeing each other.
But they fought.
Look, Janice wouldn't listen to him. She was a tough girl, Janice. Had spirit. After she dumped me, she wouldn't even open the door to talk to me.
So where did Bull stand in all this?
Oh, Bull tried to talk around for me. Didn't do any good.
So why is Bull after you?
He must think I dobbed him in about the way they fought all the time. Which I didn't.
Do you think he did it?
You know him. What do you think?
Couldn't sleep either, huh?
You kidding with this noise? Thought I'd just come down and keep an eye on things.
Looks like the other side has no problems getting reinforcements.
Oh, yeah. 6 more just turned up then.
Another beer?
Oh, yeah? Yeah, just for show.
Good idea. A couple of beers, thanks, Chris. Coming up. You look great.
Thanks. It's been a long along, Dad.
You're not drinking, Constable?
No, I'm right.
Go on, drink up.
Hey, is it true what they say about lady coppers?
Excuse me.
You want something to nibble on with that drink? Yeah, nibble on this.
Go sledge.
All right, that'll do,
Can you
thanks.
get out of my way, please? I wouldn't do that if I were you, mate. You're under arrest. Willful and obscene exposure and indecent assault.
What's going on? Very funny.
Hey, that's police brutality.
All right, Mr. Stevens, you're being bailed on your own undertaking to appear in Mount Thomas Magistrates Court on the 22nd of this month. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Right, good, you can go. And you two can go as well. Come on. Come on, scram.
Oh, it's an hour till closing time, boss. I thought I'd go back and keep an eye on things just in case Chris has any trouble. Just getting
Don't
out.
go looking for trouble, all right?
No.
No.
Who is it? It's me, Tom. I'm on my own. I want to talk.
I don't think there's anything else to say, is there?
Yeah. Yeah, there is.
What's so important?
I want to apologise. About sledging the girl. He stepped over the line.
He's been charged.
I thought we could have a beer. For old time's sake.
Like the good old days. Hardly.
You always loved a uniform, didn't you?
Just following a family tradition.
Oh, yeah, sure. But your dad and granddad came back as heroes. Not like us, eh? Just swept under the carpet.
Yeah, well. No point getting all bitter and twisted about it.
So you just swapped khaki for blue and went on following a different set of rules and regulations?
Same as you did. Well, you've got your lines drawn in the sand too. Otherwise you wouldn't have come to apologise for sledge. Blue serge or black leather, it's still just a uniform, isn't it?
Yeah, it's true. And you know, despite all the crap they talk about bikers, there's a discipline, Tom. There's a code. Well, someone like Sledge will never really understand.
Dave, about Janice's murder.
Look, mate, your mob had a chance to sort that out and they botched it. That's why we're here.
Sorry about my mate. Sledge gets a bit out of control when it comes to Roscoe.
Oh, I thought he was just a moron.
Yeah, well, that too. Him and Roscoe used to be good mates until Janice got chopped. Since then, he's been a bit off in the head. Maybe once this is sorted, he'll come good.
Okay, you lot, come on, drink up. Time to get out of here. You may not want to get to bed, but I do.
Set the invitation.
Out of here now. Come on, home time.
Give us another round.
Bar's closed.
So what? Give us another round.
Bar's closed and you've been asked to leave the premises.
You and Miss Piggy gonna chuck us all out, are you? Jeez, I'd like to see that.
You're refusing to leave?
We'll have one more round, then we'll go.
No, you'll leave now.
Haven't you learnt your lesson yet, pal?
She's right. After that kick in the nuts she gave you, you could have brain damage. Let's go.
Where you got him stashed? Cells?
You really don't expect me to answer that, do you?
It's weird. Knowing he's under the same roof. All these years I've been after him.
One thing I'm not clear on. How did he get into the house? According to the file, there was no sign of forced entry, but the day before, she wouldn't even open the door to him.
Must have sweet-talked his way around it somehow.
Have you ever considered the possibility it might have been somebody else?
No. He was very clever with his alibi, I'll give him that.
What about the party?
Well, that's just the alibi he gave the coppers.
Did he have another one?
Just another lie.
What was it?
I'm not going to do your job for you, Tom. I mean, let it go.
Maybe the reason this case wasn't solved in the first place is because you wouldn't cooperate with the police.
I'm out of here.
Dave, Bull, you gave me your word you'd be out of town tomorrow.
Yeah, I did.
He's gone. Peter's gone.
Yeah, I'm out on the Widgery Road and the bikers have virtually set up a roadblock here. Looks like they got all the roads out of town covered.
Is Bull there?
No, I'm here.
Keep a lookout, Lawson. Mount Thomas 900 out. What are you doing here?
I gave you my word I'd pull the troops out of town. Come to tell you it's done. But it looks like you already know.
If you're going to obstruct a public highway, you give me good reason to call him back up and have him removed.
Well, they're not obstructing anything. And they're outside the town limits. How's Roscoe this morning?
He's fine. Why shouldn't he be?
Well, it's just I heard you ask your constable to keep a lookout. Look out for what?
You're offsiders.
No, I don't think so. You haven't got Roscoe, have you? He's bolted, hasn't he? Come on, Tom. I've played poker with you before, remember? You can never bluff me.
I want those roads out of town cleared.
Well, you better hope you find him before we do.
Last night he said he wanted me and Amy to be safe. He said we should get out even if he couldn't. What if he's gone and give himself up to Bull?
He's not with the bikers. They're out looking for him too. We've got to find him before they do.
He said he needed to get hold of something to defend himself.
A gun? Where would he get that? Do you have one at home?
No, but Pete's boss keeps one at the shop in case anyone tries to rob him.
All right.
Peter. Peter, are you here? Don't be stupid. What good's that going to do?
I'm not sitting there waiting for them to come and get me. I came to get this and some cash.
Well, then what?
Go bush. Through 6 Mile Gully, over the hills.
What about Kate and Amy?
I'm doing this for them. Do you think I want to see them hurt?
I'll tell you what I think. When I see somebody running away, I think they might be guilty.
I never killed Janice! But it doesn't matter what I say. It's not going to change Bull's mind. Look, I'm running away because I don't have any choice.
Going bush isn't the answer.
Yeah, well, if I'm off the road, they can't follow me on their bikes.
If Bull wants to follow you, nothing is going to stop him.
There he's here.
You idiot. Why did you go?
To keep them away from you and Amy.
You have got to tell them.
No.
Tell us what?
Nothing.
Pete!
Don't say anything.
You had 2 alibis for that night, didn't you? You gave one to the police and a different one to the gang. Get rid of that, will you? You couldn't have killed Janice because you were doing another crime at the same time.
Oh, is that what Bull told you?
No, Bull hasn't told me anything. That's why I worked out it had to be something illegal. I mean, even though he thinks you murdered his daughter, he still won't break the code. So what were you up to that night?
I've already told you what happened.
Yeah, but what did you tell Bull?
He was doing a hold-up on a service station about 50 k's away.
Shut up!
I'd rather have you in jail than dead.
I told Bull the same story as I told the cops, that I was at a party.
Why not tell him you were knocking over a service station?
Because the owner of the servo was a Vietnam vet, and that was against club rules.
Did anybody else know about the robbery?
Yeah, just Sledge. We planned to stick up together.
So Sledge could have backed up your story?
Except that he was arrested for assault a couple of days before. So I had to do the stick-up on my own. By the time he got out of jail, Janice was dead.
But surely if Sledge knew about the robbery, he could have cleared you with Bull.
Yeah, but that would have been telling Bull that he was part of a plan to knock over a Vietnam vet. Besides, Sledge must have thought I killed her. I didn't hang around to find out what any of them thought.
Lawson, go and lock the back door.
You all right?
Yeah, just get in the main office. Keep away from the windows.
We're not stuffing around anymore, mate. You got 2 minutes to bring him out, or we're going to come and get him.
Lawson.
On to it, boss. Mount Thomas
What's
Station,
going out
BKC.
there?
We have also known.
We're going to put up that.
Here comes Big Daddy Pig now.
You crossed that line in the sand there, Bull. Backup's on the way.
We both know St David's is a good 20 minutes away, Tom. The lads here can do a lot of damage in 20 minutes.
Yeah, plenty of time to roast your bacon, Piggy.
Shut it, Sledge.
You said there wasn't going to be any trouble.
I never gave you my word on that.
You know I'm not going to hand him over, don't you?
Be ashamed to see people get hurt.
Mr. Ross, I don't think you should...
Peter, no!
G'day, Roscoe. Come to join the party.
You've been wasting your time chasing me all these years, Bull. I'm not the bloke you want.
Say that again, Roscoe. We're going to get the whole confession on tape.
Heard it all before, mate.
Go back inside, will you, Bull? He can't have been in two places at once.
Oh, so he told you about the hold-up of the servo, eh? Some junkie does the place over at the same time Janice gets the chop, and he finds a way to wriggle out from under.
Boss, that's a stolen video camera.
You know your problem, Bull? You're still thinking like an accountant. It's not all black and white, you know. There are other possibilities.
Yeah, like what?
Like Sledge planning to do the robbery with Roscoe and not having the guts to admit it.
You want to see how gutless I am, Porky?
Look, maybe there are other things he hasn't told you about as well.
If you're saying the Sledge had something to do with Janice's murder, you got it all wrong. He was in jail. Didn't get out till a couple of days later.
Give me that leap report on Stevens, will you? Where'd you get that video camera?
It was a present from your grandma.
No, you put a brick through a shop window.
So, arrest him?
Oh, don't worry, I will.
Yeah, come on. I'm all yours. Come and get me.
I reckon in about 2 minutes you're going to be begging me to take you into custody.
Dream on.
Boss?
Did you ever go to visit Sledge in jail?
No.
Janice was killed on the night of the 14th, right?
Yeah, so what?
Sledge was arrested on the 11th. He spent 2 days in remand and was released on the 13th. The day before she died.
He's full of crap. They got the dates wrong.
Now, if he lied about that, maybe he's got some reason for it.
No, he's had his 2 minutes. Let's take Roscoe and get out of here.
There was no sign of forced entry. She knew whoever it was. She let him
Spotty,
in.
get the bastard.
She wouldn't even open the door to Roscoe the day before.
You're lying to save his skin.
Sledge had a thing for
Shut up.
She would have
Shut
opened
up.
the door to him.
You
I
killed
swear
her.
to you, Bull, it wasn't me. I swear.
Just get inside, will you? Just go back to your family. And you're under arrest for handling stolen goods. Lawson Parish, get him inside.
You're just going to let him take me, Bull?
No, I'm not.
Bull, I swear I'll get this investigation reopened, and I would advise you to cooperate with the police and tell them everything you know.
We'll do our own investigation, Tom. We'll find out the truth our way. They're both coming with us.
No, they're not.
Let him go!
Don't move! You let him go! Easy! Easy! You might take a couple of us down. The bottom line's going to be the same. We're walking out of here with these guys one way or another. No point in anyone else getting hurt. We just want these two. We're unarmed. So you can't hold a gun on us. Rules and regulations.
You don't believe crap he was spouting?
I don't know, Sledge, but we're going to find out.
Let him go, Bull. None of you are going anywhere.
What?
You don't know what you've done, Tom.
Maybe. But I know what you're about to do. You'll get 15, 20 years minimum. You'll be an old man by the time you get out.
Do we go in, Bull?
I know you don't have a lot of faith in my system, and sometimes it doesn't work, but look, this time it did, because Roscoe is still around to help us piece the truth together.
Bull, what's the story?
7 years is a long time to bear a grudge, Bull, especially against the wrong man. If you do this your way, there's no guarantee that you'll get to the truth before we get to you.
Let him go. Not so fast. Do you want him, Tom? He's all yours.
Call homicide.
Think you're bloody smart. Turning him against me, don't you?
We were discussing the theft of this video camera. Any other case will be subject to a separate investigation by homicide. Now, have you got anything to say regarding the smash and grab?
Rack off, pig.
Homicide are keen to talk to you as soon as possible.
I never killed Janice.
Funny, that's exactly what Roscoe said. I'd have thought you'd have had enough at this police station by now.
I wanted to thank you, for not opposing bail.
Oh, we can't keep you locked up. I need to get my video fixed.
What's going to happen to Peter?
That's up to the courts. Armed robbery's a serious offence.
Yeah, not as serious as murder. Constable Lawson. I'll apologise for decking you yesterday.
That's okay, I understand. Put in a good word for you in court.
I'd have thought you'd be long gone by now.
I'm not going to skip bail, that's what you think. I'll front up, do a bit of time. I could do with a holiday. You reckon he did it? Sledge?
No idea. But I bet you money that Roscoe didn't.
These last 7 years, I've been living in the past. I swore I'd never do that when I left Vietnam. There were times when I felt that the pain was easing off, But Sledge always kept me on track. Kept me focused.
Perhaps he had an ulterior motive.
Yeah. Could be. We're not so different, you and me. See you in court.
Yeah.